Right, it's me again. Second part. I wanted to do it in little chunks because there is so much I want to talk about, and you can just take your time to watch me. I want to touch on it's a HD symptom that I have not heard anyone talk about, but we know it's there. It's like a taboo symptom, a taboo trait of HD that no one seems to talk about, and it's not appropriate. And I'm going to talk about it because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. So I've known Matt 8 years. We've been married 5. And, you know, Matt and I have had a very healthy life, a very healthy, active, intimate relationship. But I have noticed when I first read about HD, I read all the symptoms and things that you come across, and one of them was intimacy, and how one of the things that can come out of a HD sufferer is the inappropriateness and an increased appetite of intimate relations. And I always had that in the back of my mind. You think, oh, that's interesting, yeah. Over the last year, I think it's become apparent that Matt's appetite has increased. Slowly increased. And, you know, we laugh it off, and, you know, there wasn't pressure there. I'd say the last 3 months there's starting to be a build-up of pressure because there's no satisfying it now. We can have an intimate relationship, and then a day later, or a few hours later, there's more pressure. The worst it's got is I couldn't walk around the house yesterday without being hugged or touched, or you know, and he will say to me, I can't help it, you're so desirable, I love you and I want to just hold you, and yes, I fancy you so much. And so as a wife, that's great to hear. I love that, you know. I'd be very surprised and upset if I didn't get that kind of reaction. But when it's constant and there's no satisfying it can weigh you down a bit, and it puts that bit of pressure on. And there's nothing worse than pressure. It's nothing worse to put you off than pressure. So, but it's made me think, Matt's got this. This is part of HD. I know what he was like before, and this is not what it was. So I know this is part of HD working its little way into some parts of Matt's brain. And I have pointed this out to Matt, and, you know, I feel bad because I can see he sees it as a rejection for me, and it's not a rejection for me. It's just me asking him just to calm down a little bit. But what I find quite interesting is that nobody has spoken about this. Nobody. Not on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on the social media, no one. And I can see how people can feel uncomfortable talking about it, but do you know what? I think it's a very big emotional thing to go through for both of you, because one feels rejected and the other one feels pressure. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And Matt always says, don't ever do anything that you don't want to do or you don't feel you want to do. But when you get to that point where you think, if I just do it, it will keep him quiet, that's not good. I'm not there, but I can see how that can happen. I love my husband a bit, and there is nobody in the world for me apart from my husband. But this is a symptom. And I think it's very hard to deal with as a wife or a partner. So anyway, I wanted to touch on that today. No one talks about it. And it is real. It is there. It happens. That's one of the things that we have to do. We have to put up with. We have to deal with. You know, it's there. Along with everything else. So, yeah. So if you've got any thoughts, leave them. Talk to me. Let me know. I'm not the only one going through that. Okay. Bye.